Okay, Aldi is finally open in Arlington, Texas. Aldi is open! Jen's gonna be so thrilled. Alright, we got some homeless people out here. Just gonna go see if they'll talk with me and give us their story. Okay, it's hot out here and I am a sweaty mess. So Bob and the mystery guy didn't want to talk on camera today, but later on they'll talk on camera for food. So I'll have to set something up with them at some point. Possibly Thursday night, evening time frame. Go find this church where they all get free food and work with it then. Alright, so this is the church we're probably going to be going to on Thursday. Oak Crest Family Church. Is it okay if I talk to you a little bit?
Yep, that would be awesome.
So, tell me your story.
Okay, wow, never really been asked that. I went through a divorce when I was 25, and I had never done drugs or drank or anything, and I mean, I'd always been an at-home mom and just a wife, you know, and like I got to the point where, like, whenever my husband took my kid, you know, took the kids and everything, because I was in jail, you know, at the time, you know, for I guess beating up the woman that was trying to interfere in our, you know, our marriage, and I remember my mom, you know, going and saying, you know, stop looking out the window and stop waiting, you know, for something to change, you know, you got to get out there and do it yourself. And I walked out the door, dude, and she said, this will make you feel better, and I remember her handing me a 40, and you know, of alcohol and shit, and I mean, I remember puking my guts up like real hardcore, and then after that, dude, I was hooked, and like my alcohol habit like went like through the roof, and I mean, that's all I did was, you know, drink on a daily basis, and it got to the point where, I mean, I didn't want to work, I didn't want to like function like with society or anything, dude. I mean, I just wanted to stick to myself, and like the only way I could think to do it, dude, was to actually just put a backpack on of whatever I could find, you know, and just start jumping trains, you know, and I traveled 11 states in 11 months.
That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, I know, I saw a bunch of cool stuff. I hitchhiked, I flew signs. A lot of people, thank God, helped me, you know, with food and like with warmth and stuff, because some of the states I went to, like Montana and Colorado, were pretty cold. And there was churches that helped me out extremely. And I don't know, I mean, just like off and on, you know, for 7 years I was homeless, you know, and then finally I started getting my children back in my life and like doing the right thing and everything, and as soon as I was doing the right thing again, you know, and I slowed down my drinking, I guess I went and I took a ride with my uncle, and I guess he had some kind of dope baggie or whatever in his car, and I took the charge for him, you know, thinking that it was just going to be probation. You know, well, I didn't know that you can't drink on probation, so I screwed myself with that. And I just now got done doing 2 years, and I just now got out like 3 months ago. And like I've been staying at a friend's house, but in a garage that has pretty much no roof, no siding or nothing, you know, like where you wake up and your face is swollen from mosquito bites kind of stuff. And I'm like, dude, I mean, if I can live there, dude, I mean, I might as well just live out here, you know.
So as far as living out here, do you enjoy it? Have you gotten used to it? Are you wishing you could be out? Or are you just at the point where you don't care anymore?
No, I would love to change my life, because I mean, especially being a female, dude. I mean, like I'm a strong female though, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, even the strongest, you know, can become weak at, you know, at a point, you know, where you haven't been able to take a shower in, you know, a couple of days, and you feel gross about yourself, especially being a, you know, a woman. You know, you feel down and out and disgusted, and you take baths in a creek like that. You know, I mean, that's not sanitary. You know, and then you just start looking down on yourself and not feeling good about yourself, and you know, I mean, and then you start having like suicidal thoughts and shit. And I mean, that's all your life becomes.
On the suicide, what will that solve, you think?
I guess you wouldn't have to wake up alone to this shit anymore, you know?
But at least you'd be waking up if you didn't do it.
Yeah.
As long as you stay alive, there's always a chance. So what plans do you have?
Well, other than crying right now like a little bitch, just getting the hell out of this mess. You know what I mean? I'm not talking about this area in general. I mean, I love my friends, but and my friends are badass people, dude. And they're really strong motherfuckers. They've done this for years and years on end, dude. Like constantly on a daily basis. I mean, I fortunately get to have like one place a week, you know, that I can actually go that has like a fan or an air conditioner, you know, and I'm very blessed for that, you know. So, and I have like a ton of friends, you know, that are like always trying to keep their door open. It's just that I don't want to wear my welcome out, you know.
Yeah. And
since I'm a drinker, and I'm a violent drinker, then I mean, I stay there as long as I can until I get that attitude, then I'm out, you know.
So what thoughts have you had on trying to get off the streets?
Actually, see, the way I see it, there's like only 3 ways for a woman to make it out here, and that's to either sell drugs, sell your ass, or fly a sign. I fly a sign, you know what I'm saying?
That sounds like the better of the 3.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's probably a little bit safer.
I'd rather hold up this cardboard any day, dude, than spread my legs, dude. And selling dope, dude, will just get you time, so. And it's just not the way to go. And I'm not going to hold on to something I don't do. I mean, I can't sell you alcohol because I'm a drinker, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm even drinking the product. I never make any money, so. Yeah.
So what's your name?
My name's Holly.
Holly? I'm John.
Hi,
sorry I didn't tell you when I first came up.
Oh, that's alright. It's cool.
So, you live on the other side of the same creek. So, how have you actually survived out here with, and I'm talking about like the basic necessities, like food, water, showering, warmth, clothing?
Extremely, as much as I could probably stress it, and see, it's weird because I'm not even a believer in God, but it's because of God that I've made it, because like I mean, churches, they give you, I mean, like food on Mondays and Thursdays, you know, and then like even after services you can talk to preachers and stuff, and you know, I mean, it's like there's so many good people willing to help you, you know what I'm saying, if you want that help, you know, but you got to go out there and get it, you know. And I mean, just like my friends, you know, like having an initiative to get up in the morning, dude, and like go get the water and go get, you know, like the soap and stuff like that, you know, from other friends or something that are helping them out, you know, and just like helping about in the community of the homeless, you know what I'm saying? You know, like it's not just one of us that's homeless, it's all of us that are homeless, you know. So if he's got a bag of soap, he's gonna distribute out to the rest of us, you know. And we you know, we show much love and appreciation for it.
How about basic survival if you don't have your friends there to help?
That's
I mean, like survival skills.
If I show you where I stay, dude, you'd be like, oh my god, because like they have tents, they have a bridge, you know. I have 3 trees, and I have a blanket over one side, and I have a little plastic banner on the top of me, and like I just pretty much hope for the best, you know. I don't even got a sleeping bag.
You don't even have a sleeping bag? What do you actually sleep with?
I just like little, like thin little sheets like this. I mean, this is all I could find. Like, so I just put it.
So a sheer sleeping.
Yeah, I mean, I just put it on the ground and that's it.
So what do you do in the winter months?
Well, I've been locked up, dude, for the past 2 years. But before that, I mean, like going in the store. I mean, like 24-hour stores. Going into like 24-hour restaurants, going to sleep in the bathrooms and stuff, you know. I mean, like they don't know. It's not like they're checking. Really.
Have you ever been thrown out any place? Like if they caught you?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it was like, I mean, I'm not dogging Jack in the Box. I love Jack in the Box, but yeah, I mean, they are like, you know, they're like a cleaner facility, and they will they will check the bathrooms. I'm telling you that much. And yeah, I mean, they frown on the point of sleeping right there, and you know, the handicap bathroom, it's got extra room, you know what I'm saying? So, but I mean, there's some restaurants do like the Waffle House and like some of the other little cafes and stuff, dude. I mean, they'll see you, and they'll, you know, they'll wake you up to let you know something, and you know.
So some of them are good people.
Yeah.
They help out.
Well, I mean, it's not the jackpot's any good. I mean, there's some places that'll warn you, like let you actually post up for a minute and they're there to get warm, and then you have to move around, you know, because the customers and the facility, you know, like rules and shit like that. But that's all right.
All right, Holly.
Yes.
What has been your best day and your worst day out on the streets?
My best days would be where I arrived at a new area or new state, and the people were totally awesome, cool, tubular, whatever you want to call it, and just like totally respectable and acceptive, and didn't frown on you, and didn't judge you because you were out there, you know. I mean, they actually looked at you like, you know, yeah, you know, you're young enough to get a job, you know, we can maybe understand your situation of maybe not having a birth certificate, social security card, or an ID, you know, and like, we're not going to ask you no questions, we're here to help, you know, we're like members of God or something, and like, throwing you some money, dude, it's not because you're going off to buy a damn sack or, you know, any of that shit. They know, you know, they can tell by looking at you, dude, that you're in a struggle, you know, that, you know, you're having a hard time, you know, that your shoes are about to fall off of you, you know what I mean? Yeah. And actually, I mean, like, for instance, something like that, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, they understand, like, people that can look at you, dude, and have, you know, compassion, those would be my best days.
And your worst days?
My worst days would be the days where people look down on you, or especially being a woman, men proposition you, or treat you as though you're worthless or you're a piece of shit, that you're expected to give up ass, or butt, whatever you want to call it, just because you're a female, you know. And like, why aren't you a prostitute instead of a homeless sign flyer, you know, because you make more money. Okay, I mean, it's not about what makes more money.
Self-respect and dignity.
It's about self-respect and dignity, number one. Number two, is I'm trying to fucking live, you know, excuse my language, but I'm trying to get my next meal, you know. And like, yes, I do have a habit of, you know, smoking, you know, about 4 or 5 cigarettes a day. So yeah, I am trying to get a couple of cigarettes. You know, yeah, I am gonna try to get a couple of beers. I'm not gonna lie, you know, but I'd put that on my damn sign, you know. I'm not trying to lie to you, you know.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to go feed a dope habit. I'm not trying to do any of that shit, you know what I mean? I'm just like, you can tell by looking at me, dude. You know what I am and what I'm not, you know. And if you can't, then you know, God bless you, man. And I hope the best for you, because maybe you need more help than I do, you know. So
true.
And you know, you need to change your judgments, you know.
Have you ever, like, I know under here they got washed out last year. Have you ever had any problems like that with weather?
Yes.
Washing you out?
Well, just recently, dude. I mean, like, whatever, it rained really bad back there, over there underneath the bridge where Bob and Dave stay. But I mean, like, the creek went all the way up to bed, dude. I mean, I'm talking about, like, took out my mom's tent, took out Dave's tent, took out fucking half of Bob's tent. I mean, like actually washed them into the river.
And what'd you do? What were you able to do at that point?
There's nothing I could do.
I mean, where do y'all go after
I
that?
lost all my shit.
I mean, speaking of that night, what did y'all do?
I just posted up higher on the bridge. You know, like last night I slept over like underneath there, dude. You know, those little whatever you call them. I forget what it's called, but anyway, it's like right underneath the bridge, dude. I mean, it gets warmer and everything. The only problem is though, is it leaks. I mean, and like, you can keep heat up there, you can keep warm up there, but it's just like it leaks, and like, I mean, there's like a major problem with like bugs and shit up there. But I mean, other than that, dude, I mean, it's alright.
What else, considering, how long have you lived out here?
What?
Like, literally without a home?
Well, I mean, I just got out of prison, so 3 months so far, but I mean, like, if you don't count the 2 years that I did in prison, then I was only in a home for 6 months then, or not even 6 months. I was actually pregnant out here, and I was living back behind an abandoned house on Mansfield Highway.
Where's your child? Where's your child? Okay, good. As far as supplies, you've been out here for several years. You pretty much know what you need and what you don't need.
Yeah.
At this point, being, what is this, 28th of June, 2016.
Yeah.
In your mind, what supplies are you personally needing to survive out here? Or do you already have everything you think you need? I mean, what would help you through day after day life?
You know, I know you're probably waiting for me to say soap, water, shampoo, or something like that, but
Probably got plenty of that, hopefully.
emotional stability, dude.
Emotional stability. Do you still keep in touch with your mother or family?
Yes.
And what has she said about you being out here? She offered to let you come stay?
My mom's got a place now, and like the bad thing is though, is where she got a place at. I mean, like I have a history at, you know, and I have a lot of assault charges, and yeah, I mean, like I used to be violent in my past, you know. The one thing I will say, like on camera, is like straight up, do not judge anybody by their past because they don't live there no more. At least give a person a chance to move on, you know, and show themselves different. Because I mean, I promise you, man, if I thought I could say that 2 years ago, I would have never even made that comment. But, I mean, like I'm never gonna change, but yeah. I mean, I went to prison, and I mean, I've lost a lot of loved ones, and I mean, it was really tough, you know.
How old are you? How old are you? You can say it.
Oh.
No.
No, I'm 34.
24?
34.
34. I wish I was 34 again. Alright, so now that you've been out here all this time and you know what it's like, do you have anything to say to friends, family, strangers? Like, this is what I have to tell you about my life and what to do and what not to do. Any words of wisdom?
It's been a living. I mean, it's been a living experience. It's been a life experience. By no means does anybody really. I mean, like, not that I know of, ever really want to jump into this. I mean, like, if you're just an exhibitionist or whatever, dude, go for it. You know, but it's just like, I mean, there's a such thing as partying every day, and then there's like, you know, partying sometimes, you know. I mean, like, this would be a party that you want to like go to and like not live at, you know, or you know, not stay in. You know, it's not a life to live, really. You know, it's depressing, it's sad. You know, it's like, you know, you walked up, dude, I'm sitting here alone, I ain't got no one to talk to, you know. I mean, if I want to hug, dude, there ain't no one to hug, you know. If I want to take a walk, I mean, it's raining and it's covered in poison ivy everywhere. I mean, I got a cold and a cough, man, and like, I have no one offering me medicine. I have no one like taking care of me. I can't just lay down and go to sleep, you know, without being attacked by like bugs, spiders, you know, like whatever. Or like keeping one eye open, dude, especially being a female, not knowing what guys are gonna roll up on you and everything, you know, and you don't know whether or not, you know, you're gonna be able to go to sleep and wake up the next day because you don't know whether it's gonna be weather or a murderer or like some psycho freak, you know, person take you out. And I consider myself a freak, but you know,
most people do these days anyway.
There's just so much to worry about, you know. So.
Okay. Well, Holly, I'll leave any other questions for another time. Hopefully, if I can make it on Thursday and you can make it, maybe I'll see you at the church.
Okay. God bless you.
Be strong out here, okay?
All right, thank you.
All right, well, that was my interview with Holly, 34-year-old female homeless on the street.